And he's rehashing the age-old anti-Islamophobia. I'm just criticizing religion nachos right here. He's reheating them. Let's see. The Islamophobic hate crime that took place in was it Edinburgh?
Because anyway, so Islamophobia is a made-up word that's used to silence.
All words are made up, big dog. That's just kind of how words work. That's what it is. Islamophobia is a made-up word to silence critics of Muslims. Really? We're having a theological debate about Islam? I didn't realize that was what was going on. When you said, yeah, Muslims are across the board responsible for like mass rapes of white English women, and therefore I have no sympathy for a bunch of random Muslims getting stabbed by a psychopath. I didn't realize that was actually a theological debate. Why do you even try to do this? Why do you even try to make it seem like you have some kind of sincere disagreement that you've put a lot of thought into, and that all you're doing in this circumstance is simply criticizing the religion? Are you having a conversation about the Sunni-Shia split, the different versions of Shia Islam, and the different versions of governance? Is that the argument? Is this the big theological debate? No. You just want to justify people killing random Muslim people, or attempting to do so, by constantly claiming that Muslims are scary. They're this monolithic Islam. Roach is an Alevite. Yeah, that's what he
criticism of Islam. It's not a real word. Obviously, you should be able to be critical of any religion. It's not a phobia to be afraid of a
Yeah, dude, I don't disagree with that assessment, okay? Yes, you can criticize whatever religion you want to. I don't give a shit. I do it all the time. It's when you assume that the followers of a particular faith are all bad. That's what I have an issue with. That's what I have a disagreement with. And you intrinsically understand that for Jews, by the way, and you understand that for Christianity, by the way, or at least you claim to understand it for these different groups, but you can't understand it for Islam. There's a difference between criticism and prejudice or hatred. Like, we're not having a sincere conversation about the tenets of Islam, or which is, by the way, totally personal too. It's not like these guidelines are held to the same standard unconditionally across the board, across billions of people that believe this religion. I mean, I myself grew up in a Muslim household. I grew up in a Muslim country. You know, I don't believe the same things that other neighbors of mine believe, right? I mean, I don't believe in many of the same things. So clearly, it's completely up to the individual how they interpret their own faith.
Religion. It's not a phobia to disagree with what a religion teaches. That's not a phobia. That's an idea. That's a disagreement. So you trying to reframe people that don't like a religion as some kind of phobia like homophobia or racism is just inaccurate. Islam is a collective.
Yeah, also, I mean, you also don't believe in homophobia and transphobia either. I've heard Asmongold and many others make the exact same argument. I'm not afraid of trans people. I just think they're weird. I'm not afraid. It's just, it's the dumbest argument of all time. It's like, it reminds me of when people say like, oh, well, Semitic people, Arabs are Semitic people too. It's like, dude, that's not how language works, okay? All of this shit is made up, and we collectively identify and associate certain words with certain groups. I'm not trying to have a conversation about etymology here. It is an incredibly pedantic, incredibly stupid argument to make. Oh, Islamophobia. Phobia means fear. I am not fearful of Islam. I'm just critical of Islam. Jesus Christ, dude.
Collection of ideas. Disagreeing with that collection of ideas is not in any way, shape, or form a unique thing or a problem at all. Disagreeing with ideas is what Western...
Yeah, the dumbest guy you know that delivers pizzas is looking at this and going, yeah, dude, that's base, dude. Yeah, Islamophobia is a made-up word, has been the #1 way that Sam Harris and all these other idiots will argue to defend their idiotic worldview, their idiotic and cowardly worldview that is actively trying to foment hatred towards all Muslims, billions of them, and to get you to believe that, like, people who believe in different things than you do, that are not all that different, are actually your enemy.
Civilization is built on, and words like Islamophobia work to subvert Western civilization by making certain ideas and groups of ideas off limits. So this is just not true. It's fake.
Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah, no. Remember, the criticism I had here was, hey, it's kind of fucked up that you're justifying a hate crime that took place against random Muslim people, like tying random Muslim people to the perceived crimes that you think all Muslims are committing. That's just idiotic. That's just unbelievably racist. And this guy's like, no, it's just a valid critique of Islam. Really? That's insane. All this is a way to try and justify your point of view in the most cowardly manner possible. I wanna just get away scot-free by saying all Muslims are rapist pedophiles and you should be able to do hate crimes to them. And if someone actually calls that shit out, then it's like, oh, I'm just critical of Islam, dude. I'm just critical of Islam.